we are definitely at Disneyland Paris. So we're here at the main park. Yesterday we were at the Hollywood Studios park. So today we're at the main park.
Disneyland.
Yes.
The original.
So we have a hotel here. So we have an early hour. So we hope to, take advantage of a lot of rides in that early hour. Let's check it out. First is Peter Pan's Flight. Let's go check it out. First ride of the day is Peter Pan. It's a walk-on. That's pretty amazing. That Peter Pan ride, it was fun. There's definitely different moments of it, which was pretty cool. Because I know Disneyland and Disney Worlds are pretty similar. But no, it was a good ride. Yeah. That's about it. This is what the trash cans look like at Fantasyland, in case you're wondering. We're going on Dumbo next, and this queue is just so many of these walls. Like, look how far down they go. Oh, it's kind of cool. Sets the mood. It gets us with the idea that elephants can indeed fly. You can fly. They are not running the water right now on the ride. Dumbo was your average, Dumbo flying elephant ride. The elephants fly. I did like the story aspects to the beginning of the queue where it's like, oh, here's a feather. Oh, you can fly. That part was really cool. And the views here were pretty amazing compared to some other Dumbo attractions. So that was cool. So we're in Tomorrowland right now. This is what the trash cans look like. Oh, and then this happened too. I asked Crystal to marry me, so yes. In front of the castle. But nothing, too much. Okay, up next is Hyperspace Mountain. You might be able to see the coaster launch if I film for long enough, but it launches up that tube. And this is themed to, Star Wars at the moment, but previously it had a very Jules Verne theme to it, which I wish we could have been on before they rethemed it. I'm really sad they got rid of the original theme and rethemed it to Hyperspace Mountain with Star Wars. There's too many space mountains that are themed to Star Wars right now.
Où se déroule une bataille décisive de Star Wars.
Ah, the screams. I miss the screams. So this is what the queue looks like. And I can imagine this hasn't changed too much since it is themed to Jules Verne. Wait, this is a full-on roller coaster. It's not like the Space Mountain at Disneyland or Disney World. That's a full-on roller coaster. Alright, so Hyperspace Mountain was a legit coaster.
Yeah.
You did a couple rolls in there, unlike Disneyland's, Space Mountain.
And I thought there was even one time when it might have felt like you just went purely upside down versus just kind of like a twist roll thing.
Oh, no.
Full...
Yeah, no, it was a legit, upside down. So, yeah. That was a legit coaster. And it went fast.
Yeah, with some of the takeoffs and things like that, it reminded me a lot of Incredicoaster, but put inside like the normal, Space Mountain.
Yeah, it's a good ride.
Yeah.
Moving on. So we kind of glossed over the rest of this Tomorrowland section because we wanted to get on this before there's a huge line. But this whole section of Tomorrowland in Paris is themed to like a Jules Verne. So you have like the Nautilus submarine right here. You have Hyperspace Mountain, which was more of a Jules Verne theme. And the reason why they went with the Jules Verne theme is they ran across this problem where the previous Tomorrowlands kept on going into the future. Like they hit the next point in time, and so they'd have to keep updating them. Versus going with the Jules Verne theme, it was like here's what he thought it would be. With the Jules Verne theme, they don't have to keep re-updating it. It's kind of just like a future-esque theme that was never gonna be hit. And so because of that, this Tomorrowland can stay as it is for quite some time. Here's a little picture of the Nautilus, all the different compartments and stuff. And this is what it looks like. Now this was a ride at Disney World before they took it out for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train. Alright, up next is Buzz Lightyear Laser Blast. Let's go kill some aliens. Alright, so this is what the queue looks like for this ride. Very similar to the other queues I've seen. Oh yeah, Hidden Mickey there. And of course they have a Buzz Lightyear animatronic. And a screaming kid.
Remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside your space cruiser. And be sure to supervise younger space rangers.
Gives a list of targets. And there's the loading area. This is a pretty good theme. Here's the score, by the way. Crystal and me. The Ranger First Class. When it comes to Buzz Lightyear, you know, gun rides like that, this was one of the better ones. Yeah, no, great guns, great, you know, sensitivity, very fun story. What?
We had very different experiences. I hated my gun. I couldn't see the red light to know where I was shooting. You know, some of them, the red light's very, very bright. Others, it's like, good luck. So, little inconsistency.
Okay, yeah, we both had different stories, but I liked it.
Yeah, I like though how they incorporated more about the green aliens. It's really about them. You'll notice more that there's like a planet with an alien head on it. At the last scene, there's an alien shaped spaceship that's shooting at Zurg. It's really much more against the little green aliens and Zurg. It's very much more that way, which makes it very cute. I love those guys.
One thing I've noticed about Paris is their trees, they keep them in unusual shapes. They're in like squares here. That's like a rectangle. Like, look at the shape of them. It's like a square. Each tree is a square. Oh my gosh, check out this statue they have of Wally and Eve. Oh, that is très magnifique. Oh, here are what the trash cans are like at Tomorrowland, in case you're curious. Moving on to Star Tours now. So this is their entrance to Star Tours. It is warm in here, so that's a plus. And there's the Star Tour. Star Speeder 1000 technically.
Star Tours is not responsible.
A very similar setup to all Star Tours rides. And, of course, Star Tours exits at a gift shop. Little droid up there. Let's go down and check it out. Some of the shirts that they have here. These shirts are €19.99. In case you're wondering the price. And they got porn plushies. More toys over there. This is something cool called a Droid Factory. Looks like a little face. So as part of that Droid Factory, it looks like they have a whole bunch of like different R2-D2s with hats, like Yoda hat, Santa Claus,
Mickey ears.
Mickey ears, yeah. I mean, just a whole bunch of different hats. It's kind of cool, and these are $10.99. So that Star Tours ride, exactly like the other Star Tours ride, but it was all in French. So it's a little hard to understand because my French, I don't know that much, but you still got the gist of it because there's the story of Star Wars. Everybody knows that story. So that part was cool. Moving on. Alright, this is what the castle looks like. Check it out. It's pretty cool. They got all these square trees over here. This is a pretty impressive castle. And apparently there's some sort of ride underneath the castle that we'll try and do later today. It just reopened today, apparently. And check out what it looks like up here. Look at all this detail. It's all about that detail. It's pretty impressive inside the castle. Up next is Snow White and the Seven Dwarves. Just in case you're wondering how you say it in French. Check out those crows up there, by the way. above the skulls. That's pretty scary. Allegedly, this is about a 25-minute line. We'll see. Oh, the carts actually board 6 people, 3 rows of 2. Okay, so this ride was actually really cool. It was the old version, the scary version, and they had the trees that move. Yeah. We had a kid in the first row, and he was screaming basically through the whole dark part.
Every time a tree moved to get down on him, there's this little
Oh yeah. This is definitely the scary movie version. And call me sentimental, but I miss the scream. Up next, we're doing Pinocchio, and I just want to show off the walls here. They have these plants climbing the walls, and they take care of them so much. I love this style. I just wish we were here like in the spring when they just like start growing like crazy and flowering. I don't know if you can make it out, but there's like a netting over all these shingles here, and Chris and I were wondering why they had this netting. And my guess is some of these shingles occasionally fall out more often than other roofs, which makes them put up this netting to make sure that they don't hit a gust. Maybe? That's my theory. It looks like these vehicles also have 3 rows of 2 as well. And this is what the entrance looks like of the queue. So the ride was fun. You'll have to let me know if it is different than the one at Disneyland, because I just don't remember too much of the Disneyland one. But
it was really mostly the same. The very end bit in Geppetto Shop, those rooms were the most different. In Disneyland, that's where you can find one of the hidden Mickeys that's not here. But it was really pretty similar. One thing that I thoroughly enjoyed is that for many years, whenever I've been on Pinocchio at Disneyland, the cage that you're going into, where it's supposed to come down, hasn't. It's just been solid. This one actually started to come down. I had been missing that so much, so it's like, oh, like that little like internal itch. It's like it finally feels like I got some completion, some closure. The cage closes.
what's the line for the carousel? Jeez, it's gonna be a very busy day. Up next is the Alice in Wonderland maze. Now this has limited operating hours. It's not open all day. So if you want to do this, do it while it's open. This is pretty cool. Looks like there's a photo op up ahead. That's why there's a slowdown. This is a very windy maze. Oh, look at the shrimp guy! Oh, look at the shrimp guy. He's very adorable. This way or that way, par ici ou par là. Queen of Hearts. Looks like we get to go into her castle.
Venez un peu par ici.
Ooh.
On vous tranche la tête.
Oh. Those are some big arches up there. And here is the castle, the Queen of Hearts castle. Oh, I look short. Upward. But here is where we walked. That maze. Alright, all done with the maze. It looks like behind the tea party, you can actually meet the Red Queen. Right there. You get a picture with her. Socially distanced, of course. So there she is. So we're going to this back area where there's Casey Jr. and the boat ride. We're only going to do Casey Jr. right now. It looked like the boat ride had a very long line. And I honestly think that Casey Jr., this is going to count as a coaster credit because it does look like a legit coaster. So hopefully, I'll have to do some research back home if it counts or not. Casey Jr. Le Petit Train du Cirque. It is a little bit of a line, only 15 minutes though, according to the sign. Casey Jr., I felt like that was a coaster.
Yeah, I feel that feels like a coaster.
It was like a powered coaster the whole time, like it was under constant energy, but I mean, I consider that a coaster. It was also a good ride.
Yeah, it was fine. For me, it's still not quite the original. Unless I like blinked and slept through it, I don't think it has that. I think I can. Yeah.
It didn't.
So I missed that bit, but the rest of it was fun. For me, the song was still in English. I was still able to sing along. So it was still a good time.
Yeah. By the way, we just went back to the hotel room. We took a very nice nap. I'm not wearing a hat because it's getting nighttime and it's cold. So yeah, let's check out Disneyland Paris at night. Tonight we are eating at the Plaza Inn. It's right here by the castle. Castle view is right there. And the restaurant is right here. Alright, so this is what our table looks like. It's a very tiny table. And the interesting thing about this restaurant, we haven't experienced it before. You had to pay like before you even sat down, which makes sense because it is a buffet style, which I will show you in a second. So this is what the restaurant looks like. It's kind of cool. And the buffet is over here. They tell you exactly where to enter and where not to enter. Very well decorated. Everything so far really good. By the way, the cost of this was about 36 euros per person, so about $78 with tax. Also, if I say dollars, I really mean euros, so keep that in mind. Alright, so this is what the buffet looks like. Got a huge pile of meats over there. A salad section here. You grab a plate over here. Cheese section. A lot of cheeses. They got a pumpkin soup over here. A whole bunch of foods here. And this is the dessert section. A lot of desserts. Alright, to start off with, I got a well-balanced meal. I got 3 desserts and 3 main foods. This is a chestnut stuffed turkey, I believe. Some sort of steak. I think this is like a veal, if I remember. This is a tiny carrot cake. This is a baba with rum. Don't know what that means. This is just a stuffed pastry. Look at that. Alright, dinner was pretty good. I was happy with it. You got to try a whole bunch of different things, so that part was cool. Moving on, we're going to do Phantom Manor next, which I've heard is the best version of the Haunted Mansion. Also, it's cold, so my hands are like tucked into themselves. So, one of the parades or castle shows, I don't know which, probably a parade, just ended, and everybody is absolutely rushing to all these rides. Like, all these rides like had a very diminished wait time for the last like 30-40 minutes, and it just bam, massive horde of people running to get in line.
Attention all drivers. Welcome to Autopia.
The feels like temperature is about 35 degrees right now, so it is fairly cold. But we're here in Frontierland. We're going to be veering left in a minute, headed to Phantom Manor. It's interesting, they have the Lucky Nugget here versus calling it the Golden Nugget. So I wonder why they did the name change. And there it is, Phantom Manor up there. Let's see how it compares, because our favorite version is probably Hong Kong Disneyland. That one was pretty amazing. List time is 5 minutes for this ride. Let's see if it compares. Bonsoir. I'm digging the vibe. Looks like we're walking through like a cemetery-like thing. I don't know why this line is not longer, because every haunted mansion in the States is usually one of the longest lines in the park, especially if it has a holiday overlay. So I wonder why.
You may not believe it, but beauty once lived in this house. Fantôme Manor a connu des jours heureux, mais les temps ont changé. Now, curious souls, come, I have more to show you.
Entrez, braves mortels, et visitons ensemble ce fameux manoir.
Perhaps you sense a disquieting metamorphosis.
Hélas, les choses ne sont pas toujours ce qu'elles paraissent, et tous les contes n'ont pas de fin heureuse.
It appears everyone is doomed at Phantom Manor.
Even you? And notice this. This chamber has no windows and no doors, which offers you this chilling challenge to find a way out.
Alright, so Phantom Manor, actually a scary ride. Kids would hate this. Don't bring your kids on this.
It's more has a little more of that classic, you know, dark, scary ride feel that you might get because it has a lot more of the skeletons, a lot more of the actual scary nature.
So theoretically, if your version of your version of Haunted Mansion is scary, like that's what you're looking for in Haunted Mansion, this is the scariest version. So they did that well. Yeah, it was fun. We're gonna do it again. B. Arnold, cold as my bed, but oh, I love it. For colder are my friends above it. Oh, okay. Kind of just a fun little tomb area. Oh, I hear something pounding. It wants to be let out. I don't know if you can hear that with the coaster, but there's a distinct pounding coming from this. So we're in a store and they actually sell US license plates. Like, look at that. I wonder, are these like new or used? These seem brand new, like made for occasion, because they don't have like any dirt or rust on them. Crystal just realized this is 626, like Stitch, and then UKL, like ukulele. So I wonder if these other ones also have like a hidden meaning. I really am a fan of these shirts that they also have in the same shop. I'll take a Cub sandwich, that's pretty good. It wasn't me. Oh, and then there's this one. Allergic to idiots. That was a pretty successful store for me. I got a jacket, a shirt, a book about the Phantom Manor, and we got a few other things for our house. Moving on. This section is just so pretty. It's so well lit up. Oh, wow. I love it. We are now headed to do the Indiana Jones roller coaster. I've tried to avoid watching anything about it. I do know it's a roller coaster, but that's all I know about it. Let's check it out. This coaster is located in the very back of the Frontierland. It's called Indiana Jones and the Temple of Pearl. Alright, so here's the entrance, and up there, that's where you have the coaster. It looks like a fun ride. Themed coasters are a good thing in my book. Looks like there's a lot of stairs in this queue. It's a very stairy queue. And here are what the trash cans look like, in case you're curious. Throughout the day, this has not been a long queue whatsoever. It's usually been between like 5 and 30 minutes. And for a roller coaster, I don't know why. It definitely has a queue space to be a long line. We'll find out why it's not popular. And some more stairs to get up to the loading zone. There's a snake on the right hand side. I hate snakes. There are a lot of stairs. I like that ride. I don't think Crystal did.
Least favorite ride. For me, I was just getting thrown too much side to side. Also, with my recent knee surgery, I wasn't expecting there was some of the stops for it to be one of those where it threw me into the front, so then my knees slamming into it. And I'm like, so for me, was not my ride.
For me, I like the coaster. I like the theming of it. I just wish there's more of an Indiana Jones element to the theming, like him talking or something. Other than that, it was a good ride. So today was absolutely a great day. We did a lot of rides.
We did a lot of rides, yes.
And we got engaged. I mean, it's a good day. We'll be back tomorrow. I don't know how long of a video that will be, but you know, we've done everything at both parks practically. Just a few rides at each park.
Yeah, we've been able to tackle a lot. The magic hour really helped us.
Oh yeah, tremendously. Game-changing magic hour. But that's it for tonight. It's cold. We're going someplace warm. See you later.
Bye.